He wanted to kill and torture 3 people for revenge, all because of drugs. But police say he got the wrong house.
Now an Anderson Township teen could head to prison, but not nearly long enough for both victims and investigators.
And 9 on Your Side spoke to the family, or we were actually in court today, and both of those people spoke in court today. 9 on Your Side's Tom McKee is live with what they had to say. Tom?
Well, we're talking about 18-year-old David Moran, who was convicted here of multiple crimes today. This was called Operation Entitlement because investigators said that's exactly what he thought he could do, anything he wanted. What he nearly did was cost 3 people their lives in what would have been a brutal case of mistaken identity.
And then he had a hatchet, and he was going to start chopping off her fingers until we told him where the drugs were.
Shocking words Monday from Ann Thompson aimed directly at 18-year-old David Moran.
I want to say that David Moran is a very evil person.
Moran was found guilty of robbery, conspiracy to burglary, and having a concealed weapon. Police say he targeted a Mount Washington man he'd robbed, but got Thompson's house by mistake.
He was going to come into my house, and he was going to tie us up, and he was going to torture my kids until I told him where the drugs were, which obviously there weren't any drugs.
Asked by one of the co-defendants in a text message, what do we do if they resist or if they try and run? To quote David in a text message, I'm going to pop them, I'm going to put them down.
Cincinnati Police Detective Charles Zopfi testified Moran and co-defendants prepared well for their crime.
They purchased zip ties, duct tape, bandanas, 45 caliber extra ammunition for the weapon that he used, and an SOG battle axe.
The guilty plea was tied to a prison term of 6 years, 8 months, but both Zopfi and Thompson want at least 10 years. That's because Zopfi found 3 robberies Moran committed as a juvenile, but no charges were ever filed.
He is a cold, calculating, and manipulative young man.
Moran's parents sat in stunned silence at the back of the courtroom.
Who is this privileged punk who thinks that he can plan my murder and just erase me? Just because he wants like a cheap thrill or something?
Moran's sister Alexis could also go to prison for her guilty pleas Monday as well. Prosecutors say she pointed out the wrong house and destroyed evidence in the case. A very, very emotional day in court here. David and Alexis are both due for sentencing on November 19th. Now, coming up new on 9 on Your Side at 6, police say the extent to which David went to secure drugs. It's quite amazing. Tom McKee, 9 on Your Side, live at the Hamilton County Courthouse.
Thank you.